Hey, so you're considering student works painting as an opportunity this year. Just that in itself is amazing. Let me tell you why. Because when you go for something, when you look for something outside of your comfort zone and you take a risk, you take a chance, you walk through those open doors, more doors open up. And really everything that's good in life comes in the form of a challenge, an opportunity, something new and different. So, just even the fact that you're considering this opportunity says a lot. And hopefully, by the end of this video, you'll at least find some more reasons to take the next step and to really go for this incredible opportunity. So my name is Matt Andrews. Right now, I'm a real estate investor, an entrepreneur. I've got about $2 million worth of property that I venture with people on. I'm also co-owner on a couple of businesses with some really good friends. I've got an Airbnb management company, and my fiance and I do relationship coaching as well. I would say the biggest factor in realizing that I can do this, I can, have fun and have incredible experiences with people along the way, providing value and getting well paid for the value that I provide to this world. All of that comes down to what I've learned and what I realized about myself and who I became through doing the Student Works painting program. So, let's say leading up to it, I had just come into university. I was in environmental engineering and didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew that I liked challenges. I liked to logic. I liked having problem solving abilities, and I thought, hey, engineering kind of makes sense. It could lead to a good job. My dad was an engineer. Just didn't know what I wanted to do. Figure might as well go for engineering. So I've always self-funded my education through school, now a lot of personal development. And so at the time, I had some scholarships, but I also had to work pretty hard to pay for my own education. So when I first learned about student works painting and that you can make from 15,000 up to 30,000 or even more, that to me just seemed like the logical reason to start pursuing that opportunity, start seeing what would really be involved. And the more and more I learned about it, the more I realized, wow, this isn't just a great job or a great opportunity to make money, but this could really set me up for lifelong success through the skills that I learn, the people that I get to know and become friends with. This could be something that is a game changer. And it was, and a lot more than that too. So throughout the process, I was learning just what went into running your own business. I had some experience doing certain entrepreneurial things up until that point. I was a math tutor. I had done private swimming lessons and piano lessons. So I knew the general concept of, hey, find clients, charge them, and provide good service and rinse and repeat. That that I understood. But now to go from that to hiring multiple employees, having a marketing plan, a marketing team, conducting interviews and doing sales and production management, this is a whole new step. And as I'm sure you're learning right now too, it can be a little overwhelming at first. It could seem like this is a lot. Can I do it? And the answer a lot of times, first off, asking that question is a great thing because the better questions you ask, the better answers you get. And at the time, the answer for me was a no. I couldn't do it. So you know what had to happen? I needed to become somebody different. I needed to grow into this role to be able to do what I managed to do through Student Works painting. And that's one of the biggest things that I got from this. It's not so much the results that you get or the all the achievements that you may get, in this opportunity or in life in general. It's who you become along the way. And Student Works, for all the amazing opportunities and doors that it has opened for me, one of the biggest things is just shaped me into the person that I am today, and that I am so grateful for. It's really a value-driven company and still know all the values to this day, and they ring true throughout life in general. If you can become part of this and act into this role of you being a successful entrepreneur that can do whatever, that can go and tackle challenges, try new things. Even if something's scary, you act as if until you become that person that is a rock star entrepreneur, or that can just go from an idea to execution. That is something that stays with you for life. So, in addition to all of the great friends that I made, to all the values that really hold true to me to this day, I did also do pretty well in the company. Each year, I managed to come back with a new goal, a new challenge. The first year I wanted to go to the Mexico incentive trip. So I did $120,000, which was pretty big first year for me. The second year I wanted to do the same amount, but I wanted to leverage my time, my systems, my delegation, because I just read some books on maximizing your efficiency. And that's what I ended up doing. My third year I came back, I wanted to break the all-time sales record. I did, and I ended up getting surpassed as well. It was a fun race, fun challenge that year. Did a $220,000 business. So throughout all of this, it was such a ride. I can't say it's easy, because it's not. And if it is easy, it means you're not really pushing yourself hard enough. It's one thing I found is along the way, you really just get to honor the struggle. And really in life, there's a lot of books on the subject, a lot of schools of thought, but happiness really comes from having pleasure in this moment, enjoying what you're doing, enjoying whatever it is, and also having meaning, having something that you're working towards. And one of the most one of the best parts I found about running my own business was having that collective team meaning. We are here to pay for our schooling. We're here to work hard, play hard, have fun, so that we can become better people in the process. So even my team of painters, my marketers, we had those purpose, we had that mission. When we were breaking the all-time record, we were a record-breaking team, and that camaraderie and you being that leader throughout that process is really something that you just can't put into words. You just have to go and do it. You have to take that step, just go one step at a time. It might seem a little daunting, at least it was for me. How do I go run my own $100,000 business? But you just take one step at a time. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next interview. I'm going to go to training. And looking back now, I've done a few businesses after Student Works. Just the value in having that next step, that guidance, those systems and processes that they give you. They teach you how to run your own business from scratch. Like, I thought it was incredible, just that someone with very little to no business experience can come in and within a few months go from zero to whatever. That's invaluable. And looking back now, I can see all of it, how it all pieced together, how I wouldn't be where I am today without that. But, if you're considering this program, you might not see it all just yet. Just know that whatever happens today, you're planting the seed for future success 5-10 years from now. And that's something that's really been incredible. So even after one summer of Student Works, I knew that life wasn't going to be the same. It really just opened my eyes to what all is possible. Here I was thinking that it was a linear progress for me. I go to school, I graduate, I get a job, I work hard, and I do that typical model that so many of us are seeing now doesn't make sense or doesn't align with our future vision, purpose, and values. So as soon as I realized that, hey, I can do anything, and success just comes down to simple principles. It's not complicated. We don't need to go study, 4 to however many years to figure out how to go and be successful at something. It really just comes down to the skills, the connections, the principles, and the confidence that you build in your ability to figure things out. Because once you do that, then you can do anything. So it was after school that after actually a couple years of school before I stopped going to school and instead took my learning into my own hands. That's when I really started applying different projects that I wanted to bring into existence. The vice president of Student Works Painting at the time, Corey McKinnon, had just recently retired in his 30s to go spend more time with his family. And to me, there was something that caught my interest, just like Student Works Painting has caught your interest right now. It's like, how is that possible? Well, he built up a portfolio of rental properties that gave him ongoing passive income, did something once, got paid for it over and over again, just kind of like you learned too with running your painting business. You hire somebody, you train them one time, and they'll paint projects for you over and over again. That same business concept rang true for the real estate investing. And so it was then at that point I decided, hey, I'm going to become a real estate investor. Never done it before. 19 years old, had a bit of money from Student Works Painting. Let's figure out how to do that. Let's figure out how to go buy. Right now, we've done 13 deals with none of our own money, and we learned how to go and provide massive amounts of value to people, how to create something from nothing, from an idea to actually going and creating wealth for a lot of people. And so through doing that, through providing value, again, we've built up a portfolio of properties, and that's allowed my fiance and I to travel the world, to meet a lot of great people, and again, open more doors into more opportunities. And Student Works Painting gives you massive amounts of credibility. And then when you go and you turn that and you leverage that into more success, it just builds. It's the compound effect. We think that society and a lot of things are linear, but when you look at a lot of the top achievers and a lot of just how life works in general, it's a lot of exponential. It's the little bit, and then you really start seeing things take off. So while it might seem like a long journey, it might seem like there's a lot of work to do, just know that everything that you do, again, is just building who you are and building your future for the next few years, the next few decades, the rest of your life. The choices that you make today really impact that. So, in summary, you should probably take the next step. If you're watching this video, it means that something has called you to Student Works. So first off, what is it that called you? Figure that out. Inquire into that. Because again, you ask yourself better questions, you get better answers. See what it is that you want out of this program, and know that you will get it if that's what your intention is. And you will get so much more than you ever thought is possible. And I didn't think that it would be possible to be doing the things that I'm doing today. And hands down, when anybody asks me, how do I do what I do? I'm pretty young still. What has led to all this success that I've had? I always say Student Works Painting. And I hope that you will as well.